guys, welcome back to my channel. Did you guys notice anything strange over the last couple of days? I don't know where you're located, so everyone's probably experiencing something differently strange. Um, but if you're in the South, GA, have you noticed there's no clouds for the last couple of days? There's no birds, there's no clouds. Um, Now, the other day I saw swarm of large birds. I mean, all types of birds and I said this in my previous video, it was eagles and it was one eagle. I'm not going to exaggerate, but it was ravens and thought was vultures, but it looks like hawks. It was hawks. I've never seen that type of birds like swarm all together like that. And then they just landed. I was afraid in the front, so I said this in my last video, one of my videos. So I went to the back and they just all landed on the trees. So I know the symbolization of all of that, right? Then the next day there was just butterflies. Like stepped to my grounding and then everything with wings, just butterflies, moths. I don't know what it was, but it was just butterflies for days. And then um people have been seeing things in the clouds and all that stuff anyway. So it's either they just got rid of the fake clouds, or there's really something happening where the sky just needs to be clear. And I'm only saying that because I remember also, I don't know how many of you remember 9/11, but it was just like the sky was it was the clearest day I've ever seen, like back then. But anyway, um obviously all the signs are like, it went from heavy. I mean, when I say these birds were swarming, I could see like their underbelly. Like that's how close they were, like swooping down. Anyway, and think about how big these birds were. So they start, when they're flying, they kind of block out the sun. Anyway, I just want to say really quickly that um, everything is just out and open. All of the signs are, you're receiving your own signs. I'm writing down things before they even and it could be simple things. Like something could just tell me to write. Like I was drawing a DNA chromosome type. At first it was chromosomes. Then I started drawing like a DNA, what it looks like, and then I started drawing like some numbers. And then everywhere I look, not everywhere, but particular places, they were like, every time someone was speaking about like something higher consciousness, they were showing the same symbols that I had drew days before, or written days before, or recorded days before. So if you're having that same effect, it's could be psychic, could be prophesizing, but it also could be like your higher self, your true self, giving you this information, or your ancestors, or directly from infinite intelligence, the spirit of the oracle, light, crystal, whatever it is, in your spirit, I'm sorry, in your spine, the kundalini rising, whatever you believe in, it's happening now. There was a rain that was happening, a time period of a rain that has ended. So it's like letting all the captives free. And this hint to, there were recently some, I don't like to discuss a lot of like political things, but like there's some recent captives like free. But that's just to give you an example of like what I mean by, this is just a time that you are going to finally, all of your questions that you've already had have been answered. So now any question that you have is literally the answer. You have a question now, it's literally the answer. Um, and then also now you can start to understand the difference between visualizing and just walking on your path and knowing that whatever you desire is going to come to you. Because if you have a desire, if it's a passion, if it's in your heart, it's not may not happen the way you expect it to happen, but it will happen if it's already designed for you. So you can just float on the ocean of knowing that, instead of walking on that golden brick road, you can float on it. Allow the water to just like guide you down to what's already yours. It's already yours. Table has already been prepared. I heard someone use the reference, the box is already prepared for you or filled for you of all of the things that you desire, if they're your desires. I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt you or someone else, why not? But I used to use the reference, the table is already prepared. I feel it coming up. I felt it. And confirmation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But everything is already, if you want to take out the table, the box, everything is real simple. Keep everything real simple. Like, even when I heard someone listening to a particular Hertz and someone said, oh, that Hertz must be very complicated, that sound. And they said, no, everything is getting simpler. And that's how you kind of have to look at it now. Everything, just look at it simpler. Before you complicate it, tell your mind, shut the fuck up, and let me just make this really simple, right? Because you have two choices. It's going to be this or that. Simple. You're going to do this or that. You're going to wear this or that. You may even have a third choice. You guys know I love my three. But whatever it is, it's just going to just get more simpler as you discover more and more of who you are and your mission here, and it's exclusive to you and no one can tell you. People can confirm it for you and you go, okay, I kind of felt that, knew that, wasn't sure what this sign meant, and I wasn't getting a clearer picture, which you will eventually anyway if you just listen to self. Take some time away from all the visuals, um, and downloads, and get into your own visuals and your own downloads, and it'll tell you what's right. It'll tell you if that bazillionaire status is right or not right for you, because you would just go crazy and just do some stuff. um, but it'll let you know where you like stay in your lane type shit. That's what it is. Stay in your lane. So wherever you're supposed to be, that's where you're gonna be. Where you're supposed to end up, you're gonna end up that there anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna pause in peace, and I'll see you guys on my next video.